Alright, YouTube, so we're cutting the grass today because we're getting ready for Feast of Tabernacles. I don't know if you can hear that off in the distance. Yep. That's my father's Husqvarna. It's the lawn mower. Off in the distance. I was going to come out here and start filming, but I got caught up in teaching my piano student, so... But that's done. I will actually be running the weed eater pretty soon. I might not get that on film, but if I do, I'll try and get it filmed for you guys. Now, before he comes back with the lawn mower, we're going to address it. Now, I don't have my bagpipes out right now, but we're still going to present it, much like a Scottish burn supper. We're going to address it like we do the address to the haggis. And look at all this grass right here. We got tons of it. I mean, grass right there. We got a big load of weeds. And mind you, this is not the clothing I'd wear to do lawn cutting in, but although I have shoes on, which is pretty good, I will be coming through here with the Echo SRM 225. We do have that still. Hopefully it'll work enough for me to use it. Got so much stuff right here that we got to cut, and he's down that way with the Husqvarna lawnmower. So now here we go. Address to the Husqvarna. I've heard this lawnmower countless times. Well, a few times back when I was here for the spring. It sounds just like one of those ones that people use to be able to do their lawn cutting commercially. And you can actually hear it echoing off in the distance. And that's our address to the Husqvarna lawnmower. And while this will address the Echo SRM 225 like a Scottish burn supper, address the Echo SRM 225, I actually was able to verify that it actually sounds like the Echo SRM 2030 series actually as well. The 2620, not the 2620T, but the regular 2620 and the 2030 actually, the SRM 2030, and I want to say the SRM 3020 too. Yeah, those, the SRM 3020 as well. Not the 3022. That'd be a different Echo model, but yeah, the SRM 3020, the SRM 2030, SRM 2620. Although the 2620T has a wider cutting swath than the SRM 2620 or the 2030 or the 3020 actually. Those are the models that ours sounds like. Because it spins, the motor actually, the trimmer head, if you listen to it, spins at almost a pure major third as the motor does. So that's actually kind of cool. So there we go. And he's coming back that way with the Husqvarna. You can see it through the trees. Well, not necessarily, but I can hear it echoing through the trees. Here he comes. Figure I get a bit of a lawn cutting video in while I'm here for my fall visit. And like I said, this week I should be getting my Irish flute. I actually have my Irish tin whistle, but I will be getting the Irish flute. Now if we get a little closer in, you can actually hear it from that way. It's been a while since I made a lawn cutting video, by the way. I think I made my last one in April. Yeah, so I haven't made a lawn cutting video in a while. Oh, and there he comes. There he comes, the Husqvarna. That's a zero-turn lawnmower, by the way. So we have addressed the zero-turn lawnmower, and we've addressed the Echo SRM225 weed eater. Just like the address to the haggis at a burned supper. And he's coming back. There we go. And as a matter of fact, I will step out. There we go. Look at that, YouTube, and listen to that. There we go. Address. You know, why don't we do this bit of a lawn cutting video with a Scottish accent? There we go. And that Husqvarna over there is running just like a bagpipe. Much like the great Highland bagpipes. Just like we'd address the lawn cutting video as well. Much like a Scottish burn supper. Like Robert Burns. And there we go, YouTube. A little bit of Scottish flair in this lawn cutting video. With the Echo SRM225. I might actually film that. And we got the Husqvarna zero turn over there. Got a lot of tall grass right here too. Probably gonna mow that too. If I don't get to the filming of the Echo SRM, we have still presented it and addressed it, much like the haggis at a burned supper. He's over down that way now. A few crickets chirping. Let me step out of the way right here. We're going to see this lawnmower go through. It cuts grass like bagpipes strike up, so he struck up the lawnmower while I was teaching my client the piano. If y'all remember Alfonso, he was the one that gave me the bass recorder and all that stuff. That's what I've been teaching. And he's going around that way with the Husqvarna. So we've addressed, and the sky is a really nice azure cyan. Closer to azure though, but there's still a little bit of cyan right in there. So yeah, it's got some azure. This best part of the sky is definitely azure because it's a really bright blue. But definitely some cyan light there, so we got some cyan light in a fall lawn cutting video. And soon I will be running, hopefully running the weed eater. Like I said, we got the Echo. The SRM225, which sounds almost like a 2620, or maybe a 2030, or even a 3020. Just like one of those models. Oh, he's coming down. The lawnmower is just as loud as a set of great Highland bagpipes, but when it's further out, you can hear it. The Echo, on the other hand, and well, plus it's very heavy, so I can imagine lifting up that mower, but the Echo, on the other hand, is about like the Great Highland bagpipes, but because it's smaller, it's more like a set of Scottish small pipes. And though they can be loud, they're still pretty fun to use. And addressed to the lawn cutting video as a whole. The fact that I haven't made a lawn cutting video in months. I come back and address you, much like we address the haggis at a Scottish Burns supper. He is way over there. Yes. Let's see where he is. He's over there by the And all the way over there, you can probably hear them over there by the other. If you go around the shed and around that, it's an old, I don't know what that is. It might be part of our tabernacle or something like that. I also got blue lights to go around the tabernacle, so that's going to be pretty awesome. I don't know if I might not film the tabernacle stuff, but maybe during the day when I have time, I might do that. But let's get around this shed and y'all can see the lawn mowing over here. There and there's where we store the Echo. There's the Echo SRM 225 back in there. But over here is where the lawn mowing action is. There we go. I'll back up a little bit. He's going back behind the shed. Kind of makes me think of Mystic Timbers at Kings Island. You know, the one roller coaster where it has the shed and they tell you don't go in the shed. Well, I know it's already in the shed. It's the Echo SRM 225. And there he is right there. Here, let me just back up. Sorry about the flying pieces of grass and stuff, but there we go. Now you can really hear it up close. Yeah, when they say don't go in the shed, I'm like, well, the people who made Mystic Timbers, I already know it's in the shed. There's an Echo SRM 225. That sounds like a Echo 3020 series weed eater. Around these two cars right here. I'm trying not to film the cars. I'm trying to film the lawnmowers. Well, the lawn mowing action, I should say. So if we move this way, he's going back that way. Well, you still got to hear the lawnmower up close and address to that. Hearing the lawnmower up close is just like playing the bagpipes. You never know when they're going to come, and they kind of similar to Scottish small pipes, but again, addressing the close-up of a lawnmower, like a haggis at a Scottish burn supper. Okay, I do have closed-toed shoes on. That's good, because if I run the weed eater, and I want to make sure I have closed-toed on. Closed-toed shoes, by the way. That way, you know, if I'm running the weed eater doesn't come flying back at me. Talking about the trimmer line or the string on it. And let's see. Always want to make sure, even if you are... I actually do like the weather, by the way. It's not too hot, not too cold, and I think it's a perfect day for a lawn cutting video. It's nice out, and if we just kind of walk around a little bit, and here's where he's going to... I don't know if we're putting the tabernacle back here or putting it up towards the front. And there's the lawnmower again. Just move up towards the house a little bit. Oh, he's going into the backyard. That's cool. Tell you, it's been a while since I've last made a lawn cutting video. Well, here we are with the Husqvarna zero turn in action. Oh. I just step on there. There we go. I'm gonna trip over that, but there we go, just in case he comes through with the lawnmower. And I'm around somewhere and he's mowing somewhere, I can just stand on this. Use that as like a little, in England, what they would call a soapbox, but I'm not standing on a soapbox delivering some kind of speech in England. I'm using it just to kind of stand guard of the lawnmower that's approaching. And we also have window air conditioner units. Not really part of the lawn cutting video, but there we go. If I just take a step down off this little deck back here. There we go. We'll just check I haven't really done a video on this, but I think it'd be pretty cool to just check the fins on this AC unit. Not really part of the lawn cutting video, but I figured I'd check the fins. A few of them are bent a little bit. There's the cooling, those are the fins on the window air conditioner unit. Alright, now back to the main part of the video, which is the lawn cutting. Again, the little air conditioner snippet was just, you know, still part of the video basically, but that's just not part of the actual content of this video, which is lawn cutting. And he's actually coming this way. And funnily enough, the zero turn on its own might kind of look like a cat in a way. Just by the fact that the handles actually could look similar to cat ears and all that stuff. Some instances it actually sounds like a cat due to the gears on the mower. Whenever you're kind of going at it and you're cutting, it might actually sound like a cat. So there we go. As part of the channel name suggests, plus cats. So there we go. And y'all just got to see a little bit of the Husqvarna zero turn in action. And y'all got to hear it quite a bit. So there we go. I'll go back around the front end. And the engine, when the blades are not running, actually kind of sounds like a purring cat. So there we go. Never thought we had to have a purring cat purring and cutting grass in its own right. Oh, and sounds like he's coming around the other way again. Y'all seen a few of my cat videos and all that stuff. I've done them as shorts, so I'm going to get back up here because he's coming through. And there's the cat purring like sound of the engine. I'll tell you, that lawnmower does purr like a cat when it's running. There it is. It must be the dust from what the lawnmower is doing. It looked like smoke there for a second. Kind of looks like smoke when the lawnmower is kind of kicking up the rocks due to its blades, but and he's going back around. Let's see what it does on the frontal end of the house and how it takes down that and conquers that grass. Oh yeah, it's conquering it. I can hear it from over here, and it's conquering the grass. Let's get a better frontal view of it. Here we are towards the front. Lawnmower taking down overgrowth grass like it's cat food or something like that. And he's coming back around. Going that way. I'm going to step over here. Okay, he's going that way. I might just get the mowing part, and then I'll be going over there to get the weed eater sometime soon. Get back this way. Oh, there we go. I can just stand by the tree or something like that. Just stand by this big post right in the shade of one of these trees. He goes back that way. Definitely hear the sound of the lawnmower that way. Look at all this grass that has been cut. Look at all that grass. Wow. Look at all that grass right there. Grass that's been cut. And he's coming back through. Or maybe not, he's just going that way. Maybe it's kind of a good thing I got out of the way, just because what that lawnmower was doing. Flinging stuff everywhere. But I will definitely be making videos of the new Irish flute when it comes. We'll do a color video see what it looks like under colored lighting and stuff and all that. So I've been listening to more videos on the Irish flute, by the way, and kind of sounds, when you get to those higher ends, when it starts getting that growling sound on the low D note, it kind of does sound like the uilleann pipes in a way. And actually the lawnmower can kind of sound like a set of uilleann pipes, just the way it's going. Mainly when you're shifting and turning and all that stuff, not the blades themselves, but the other mechanics that allow it to operate kind of sound like a set of uilleann pipes in a way. So that is the Husqvarna zero-turn lawnmower in action. All this stuff is cut around here. And that over there is cut. See how much grass you got over here cut and all that stuff. Still got some down here that I'm probably gonna get that with the weed eater and all that. But there it is. But at least this grass over here is freshly cut. Got some nice grass over here that's been cut. YouTube. Let me just step out of the way here. There we go. Look at that. All right. Well, he's going back around that way, and got a little cricket over here chirping out an Irish tune, maybe even Scottish as well. He's finishing up over there on that side. Look at that, YouTube. There we go. There we go, YouTube. He's getting all that thick grass over there. There we go. There he is over there. Yeah, sky is closer towards azure than cyan. Now he's getting the tall grass over there. It kind of made the lawnmower kind of go down a bit. Kind of bogged it a little bit, but managed, it's finally going over it. Step back here, that way I can And now he's doing the sides. He just finished that area. Back up a little bit just in case he does come back. Oh, he's going into the grass again. Oh, there's no cat over here. There we go, that's what you do. Alright YouTube, well I'm going to go ahead and get off here. This video is probably going to be too long before he turns off the mower. But anyways, there we go. Thanks for watching and more to come later.